Hi everyone, Nick Kratikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, back live here on Bowdabra. So if you are new here, we are live here on Bowdabra's channel on Facebook each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And tonight we're going to be making a bunch of bows. So let's welcome and thank my camera woman behind the camera, Alex. So as you guys come in, be sure to thank Alex for doing an awesome job week after week. So all of the products we're using today, minus the Sam's Club ribbon, you can find at nicksseasonaldecor.com, including both your large Bowdabra and your wire. We have the wire in what colors, Alex?
We have it in silver and gold.
Yes, silver and gold. And my favorite is silver. I just think silver is one of those colors that are universal and work for everything. But we also carry gold as well, and they come on 100-yard spools, and they last a really, really long time. So, hey Peggy, hey Pam, nice to see you guys. Don't forget, as you come in, Bowdabra does give away each and every Monday that we're live a free roll of scrunchy ribbon. And to win, all you have to do is just let us know that you would like to win, right?
Yes.
It's as simple as that. So this wire, although it looks very thin, it is extremely, extremely sturdy, and it does a great job of keeping your bows in place without it kind of breaking in half. So what I've done is I've just cut a length of wire. We're folding it in half like that. So when you fold it in half, you're going to have a cut end on either, well, not either side, but two cut ends, and then a loop on the other side. We're just going to take this, place it in the slit on top, and I like to tuck my wires up underneath my Bowdabra.
Hi Kelly. Hi Melissa.
Hey you guys, nice to see you. So this right here is one of our new ribbons. We designed with this in a kit, right? This was a kit?
Yes.
So we still have tons of them, and it's one of my favorites. It's not necessarily my style, but sometimes it's fun to kind of break outside of your element. So I think for a whimsical Christmas, this has got to be one of the cutest ribbons, right?
I love the colors on it.
Me too. So it's got a pink base, it's got the red, and what color would you say? That's kind of like a teal. Yeah, teal swirl candy, and then you got the red candies. I thought this would be the perfect bow to show you guys how to make a bow. So, or perfect ribbon, I should say. So what kind of bow should we do with this? This, since it's funky, I think a funky bow for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do a funky bow.
Hi Patricia.
Hey Patricia, hey Mary, hey Karen.
Karen would love to win tonight.
Yes, let us know. So hello from a rainy Vermont. So Lisa, can you guys hear that? It is pouring here. And Alex just said, oh, I hope it stops raining. And 2 seconds before the video started. And my response was, I hope it doesn't. We desperately needed this rain. Pretty much every city and town around us is in a extreme drought. So it's supposed to rain up until, you said, till Wednesday.
Yes.
So I'm thrilled about that. But the rain does make you a little bit more tired, right?
Yeah.
So I like the sound of it. So we have a tin roof here. I think. I'm not sure if we have a tin roof or not.
Sounds like it.
But it sounds like it. So although it's not the best for filming, I could fall asleep here because that tin roof, it just sounds so peaceful.
Hi Maxine. She says it's sunny and hot in Florida.
Oh, it always is, right?
I know.
So I'm just cutting a bunch of random lengths. With funky bows, one of the best things you can do is not be so critical and perfect with your bows. This is a great technique to use up your leftover ribbon, and I see we're at almost 150 viewers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoy watching me here each and every Monday, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to take our ribbon. See what I'm doing here? I just folded it in half. Does it have to be even? No, it doesn't. We're going to pinch about 4 inches down and place that right into our Bowdabra. It's as easy as that. The more complicated you make it, the more complicated it is. So don't stress, it's going to turn out pretty. Nor does the lengths have to be equal. So on this bow, we have about a 28-inch long piece of ribbon, 26 to 28. I'm folding about 4 inches down, so we have a 4-inch loop and anywhere from 6 to 8-inch tails. So notice too that we're alternating. So here we have one loop. We're coming back in with our next one here. And our third one is going to come back in on the other side. The only real reason for doing this is to have to fluff a little bit less, right? So it kind of positions the ribbon where you want them, and all you have to do is essentially open up the loops and pull apart the tails a little bit. Peggy says she's terrible at making bows, and Peggy, that is what I'm here for, right? So I will get you to be a bow making master. Bow making, I've been making bows since I was a little kid. And before I started with Nick's Seasonal Decor, I actually used to make fresh wreaths to sell. So my very first time working with ribbon for a number of years was actually working with what kind of ribbon, Alex?
Non-wired ribbon.
Non-wired ribbon, specifically velvet. So if you can master how to, make a bow with non-wired ribbon, I mean, truly the sky's the limit. This is easy peasy. And yes, practice helps, but I know for a fact all of you guys can do it.
Hi, Gladys. She'd love to win tonight.
Hey, Gladys. I see we have almost 230 viewers now. Thank you guys for the shares. My goal with my business is to inspire you, and hopefully I've done a good job at that. So if I haven't taught you how to make a bow yet, my goal is to, right? So it doesn't matter if you're new here or if you still don't know how to make a bow after watching me numerous times. It doesn't make a difference. We are still going to continue making bows till the end of time. So I just used up the rest of that roll because I didn't feel like saving it. And as you can see, it's a really full bow. So Bowdabra does come with a wand. The ones that we carry have, a complete kit. You get the wand, a little sample of gold wire. You also receive, are you looking for the wand?
Yeah.
Let me look. Where is it? Oh, that's right here. Here's the wand. So here's the wand. I don't get a lot of use on this, but I'll show you guys what it comes with and what you can do with it. You can just scrunch your ribbon like so, right? So scrunch your ribbon, especially if you're doing tree toppers or really thick ribbon, you can use that. What I do and what I recommend is just to take your hands and go like that, right? Get more comfortable with your ribbon.
Peggy says, I'm definitely going to watch you every Monday then. I need more help.
Awesome, Peggy. Yes, I look forward to seeing you, and you'll definitely get the hang of it. And we also have 2 free community groups, you guys. So Bowdabra has theirs. It's the Bowdabra Fan Gallery. And we have the Nick Seasonal Decor Crafting Community. Both groups are great resources for additional inspiration and seeing what other designers are up to. So make sure to check out both of those groups. And I see we are almost at 300 live viewers. Let's see if we can hit that mark tonight. But now we're going to dovetail. And dovetailing, I believe, is a step that we all should do. We should always either dovetail or cut our tails at an angle. And look at all the different lengths. It's going to just look beautiful.
Debbie asked how she can order the Bowdabra.
Yes, so you can find your Bowdabras at nickseasonaldecor.com. Hey, Juanita. 310 viewers. Thank you guys for tuning in. It means a whole lot.
Pam says, love all that you do, Nick, and all of your tutorials.
Thank you, Pam. So, 1 second, you guys. I hope I don't lose you. Let's dovetail these so you can really see how pretty bows can turn out. So just this little touch, this little change makes for a huge, huge difference. And it really can create, a huge impact because it's just going the extra mile. And with designing, if you can ever go the extra mile, you're better off because your customers, it doesn't go unnoticed. Although your customers might not know exactly what you did, by dovetailing it or fluffing it appropriately, it really shows that you care. And that's the best thing you can do. So whether it's your friends and family you're designing for or for your business or whatever means of designing, go the extra mile. It'll pay off. So that was a lot of tails.
Charlotte says, my first live, I always watch the replay.
Awesome. Welcome, Charlotte. I'm so happy that, A, you watch the replays, and I'm even more happy that you're with us live. So pull these loops apart, pull these tails apart. This is going to be so pretty.
I love this ribbon.
Do you love this ribbon?
Yeah,
Me
it's
too.
so fun.
This is one of Dad's favorites, and I think Dad ordered it, right? I feel like Dad would choose this over me. So Dad did a good job. What do you guys think? Pull it apart.
Heather says, love it.
Thank you, Heather. All right, so I see almost 320 of you guys. Let's see if we can hit that milestone. Fluff.
Hi, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa.
Sharon says, I have the Bowdabra, but I'm looking forward to finding out the different bows I can make.
You can make so many beautiful bows. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. When it comes to designing, you might call me Plain Jane or whatever you want to call me because I like to stick with a few styles and, I don't really dive too far outside of that. This year we have a lot more techniques coming your way. I've been practicing off camera. And I'm really excited to show you guys those. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Look at how pretty that looks.
So cute.
So this is one of my new favorite ribbons. So we have these available on our site. And I think the pink is just a fun way of mixing it up for Christmas. Something different. So that is the funky bow technique. Let's switch gears and make another bow. We're going to take another length of our wire. As I said earlier, we carry it in silver and gold. I prefer the silver, but it seems the gold is a better seller. But I love the silver, and it's very, very strong, and it holds its shape.
Lots of people love that ribbon, love that bow.
Thank you, guys. How many pieces did you use? So, Mary, I created 2 bows with that. I created one in a design with a kit, and then I just made the second one using whatever leftovers. So I want to say between 5 and 7 loops. So up next, we're going to make our wreath bow, so the wreath that we're going to design tonight. And we're actually going to be using dollar store flowers tonight. I have some on hand, and I think they match beautifully. What do you think?
Yes, definitely.
All right, so I cut a length of tails, placed our wire, pull those tails down. Doesn't matter if they're even. I actually prefer them to be a little bit off. And now we're going to do a traditional bow. So place your ribbon inside. See this little bit of an overhang? This is very important because that will prevent you from pulling it out. So even if the wire's secured really, really tightly, your ribbon still can move a little bit. You know, it's just secured by a piece of wire. So you do want to make sure that you don't have that issue, and the best way to do that is just to place your ribbon a little further past the Bowdabra.
Hi, Lois. She'd love to win some ribbon tonight.
Hey, Lois. Nice to see you.
Renee loves the ribbon.
I know. This burgundy is one of my favorites. We had this in 7/8 inch, and it's gone, unfortunately. But we have it in the 2.5 and 1.5, I believe. This is a 1.5 inch ribbon, which is it is my all-time favorite. I can use this ribbon like no other. It's my favorite width because the possibilities are endless. You can do so many different designs using just one ribbon. How did Alex like her weekend adventure?
Oh, I had a blast. Thank you so much.
Why did I feel like that didn't happen this weekend?
It went by really quick.
It did go by quick. So.
Yes, but I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, so Alex went to a bachelorette party. And where was it? What state?
We went to Newport, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, which is about 2.5 hours from us or so.
Yeah,
right?
about 2 hours.
About 2 hours, so not far. You guys, you know, a lot of you guys in the comments, let us know where you're from, because a lot of you guys are southern-based states, and, you know, we can hit 5 different states within a 2.5 hour time frame. Whereas some states that you guys live in, it takes you like 12 hours to get across the state.
I know.
So our states are really, really itty-bitty. All right, so what did we do? 4 loops on this side, 5 on the other side. Now we're just tying it off. Then we can secure it to our 14-inch oval. So this is a size that I'm really happy to be able to carry because I love oval wreaths. They create for such a different, you know, look, and they're a little less wide, so you can do a lot more with them. So we're using the 14-inch oval. We'll secure our bow. I'll place mine kind of in the lower left-hand corner. It seems to be my favorite spot for bows.
Hi, Donna, watching from West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Cindy from Indiana.
Mississippi, Indiana. Okay. So there is our bow. Now we can fluff it out. So make sure with bow making you tie your bow really secure. You can have the most beautiful bow in the world, and I always say one thing, but I'm going to add on to it tonight. First time. You can have the most beautiful ribbon in the world, and if you don't fluff it, or the most expensive ribbon, if you don't fluff it, well, what's the point of using something nice, right? Second thing is you can have the most beautiful bow in the world, but if it's not secured tightly, well, there it goes, right? It can fall right off.
Shirley said, how do your dovetails always look the same, or does it just take practice?
It's not one of those things that I'd say you have to master. Obviously, when I first started out, you have to be particular because you might end up like Alex, which means you might cut them in the opposite way, which we don't want. So for instance, let's dovetail these tails so you know what I'm talking about. So we fold our tail in half. Lots of viewers tonight. I hope you're all having a great Labor Day or Labor Day weekend. Take your ribbon, fold it in half, cut from the middle towards the outside. And what is that? That's the dovetail. And if you're Alex, she created her own way of doing dovetailing, which is messing it up. So you take your tail, and I think this is how you do it, right?
Yeah, it makes like a
and then it makes a little diamond. But that's kind of cool, too. We should try something with that. All right, time to decorate our wreath. So again, if you enjoy these videos and if they've been informative to you, make sure that you let me know. I mean, there's no greater compliment or support than when you guys tell me to continue doing what we do.
Hi, Marianne.
Hey, Marianne. We're going to come back in with these flowers. How pretty are these? $1.25. $1.25. No longer the days of $1. And this is a new hack that I found, you guys. See what I just did there? I remove the flower, took the tag off, and then I'll put the flower back. I know that sounds, Alex just looked at me like I'm losing it. But Alex, it drives me berserk trying to remove those tags. Because once you pull on them, they tighten on the stick, and then they're near to impossible to remove. So, again, what we're going to do is take our flower, pop it off, pull the tag off, and put the flower on. And I feel like I've done that before in the past, but it makes my life so much easier because once you pull on it tight, it's very hard to remove your flower.
Hi, Joanne.
Hey, Joanne. So that's 2 of them. I'm thinking we'll work in 3. We're doing our wreath kind of early, but I just couldn't wait. I think burgundy on burgundy, this will work for winter, this will work for Christmas, this will work for Thanksgiving, fall. Burgundy is one of those colors. And, you know, going back to what I was talking about earlier, being a fresh designer where we used to make lots of fresh wreaths, we actually used to have customers year after year, and I'd make sure to think of them when I was shopping back in those days, to carry burgundy ribbon to make the wreaths. Remember we had some customers, Alex, for years that only liked burgundy ribbon. They weren't a fan of traditional red velvet, and for good reason, right? Burgundy's stunning. It's a little bit softer on the eye, a little less bright and cheerful, kind of like me, right?
Yvonne says, yes, you should continue making bows. Mary says, it is okay, Alex, I have done the same thing.
Who hasn't at one point or another, right? I remember when I first started out, you have to think about it.
I know.
And I think you'll be fine at that now. We'll put Alex on the spot. She'll film one day, and she probably won't mess up because she'll probably practice beforehand.
I know.
Wow, we got a lot of flowers from these 2 bushes, didn't we? Place this one up a little bit higher.
Hi, Marcia.
Hey, Marcia. I was figuring we would use all 3, but I think 2 might actually do the trick.
Manny says that is a pretty red color. The flowers are cute.
$1.25, Manny. So you're looking at $6.99 for the oval, our regular 14-inch, or $5.75. Figure $1 worth of ribbon, because this is one of the value ones, and then $2.50 worth of flowers. You're looking at $10 for a wreath. And as, you know, a gift, spending only $10 and having the receiver of the gift be like, wow, they put effort into it. It looks beautiful. I'll display it. You can't go wrong. So gifts don't have to be expensive, especially with wreath making. So, and you can make them for every season. I mean, there's so many different holidays and celebrations, right? So if you ever get out of, you know, the holiday spirit, or if you ever can't think of a gift idea, just make them a wreath. They're going to think you, like, worked yourself to the bone to make it, and in reality, it took us, 5 minutes to put together and $10. What do you guys think of that?
Cindy asked you where your iPad is.
Oh, Cindy. Alex, you want to tell this story?
I know. He actually forgot it.
And I realized when? Halfway to the warehouse, and Alex is like, you want to turn around? And I was like, nope, we'll bring it tomorrow. But Alex ordered a stand, and you ordered a screen protector, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to be able to read comments from an actual little iPad. And I was so surprised as to how inexpensive they were. Back in the day when Dad got his, they were a fortune. So look at that. There is our wreath. Let's continue with bow making. We're going to come back to our large Bowdabra and our silver wire. That would be nice for Valentine's Day. Throw in a few hearts. And actually, come February or January, when I teach you guys how to make a Valentine's Day wreath, we actually already have picks and signs in stock, right?
Yep.
So I'll show you guys how to make a Valentine's Day wreath very inexpensively. So since we're kind of on a red kick, let's use one of my new favorite ribbons too. So these are flying. These are the Snowdrift Edge, and it looks like, is this the beige? Oh, the beige are gone though.
Yeah, the beige.
So we have the red, and I love these. So they're a little bit more expensive, but I want to let you guys know about ribbons. When they have that edge, it just takes it to the next level. It's so soft.
So pretty.
So I don't know if you guys can see it against the table. Maybe you can, but I love it.
Looks like we have Dad and Bella here with us.
Dad and Bella.
Yes.
Everybody say hi to the rest of my family.
Everyone already saw them, I guess.
Oh.
Hello.
Yes, be sure to say hi to Dad and Bella. Bella is our little sister. And you guys know Dad by now. So I placed a length of tails. We're going to come back in with our ribbon. See that? Definitely need that again. At least 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Create your first loop. your second loop. Another loop. How many should we do, Alex? Should we do 2 or 3 on each side?
3.
All right, we're going to do 3.
Go big.
Let's go big. These loops are about 4.5 to 5 inches. This is a 2.5 inch ribbon, by the way, you guys. So there's 3 loops on each side. Now what we'll do is we'll come back in with a little loop. Let's do it this way. A little loop. Another little loop. And then we could come back in with another loop if we really wanted to. Let's do that. That's the smallest button loop I've ever made, so hopefully it looks cute.
Hi, Julie.
Hey, Julie. Okay, so did you guys do anything fun this weekend? Oh, Alex, I forgot to ask, how was the traffic?
Oh, it really wasn't actually that bad.
I know. I don't think you mentioned it at all.
I know.
And you were scared.
I was scared. I thought we were going to hit some beach traffic, but surprisingly, there wasn't much traffic on the roads. And I was surprised. So, did anyone go away this year for Labor Day, or what did everyone do this weekend?
I know. I know some of our members are going or having like barbecues and stuff. I guess it's a good thing that we're working on Labor Day because it is pouring outside. So if we did have any plans today with this weather,
definitely
they would
have
be canceled.
been ruined outside, yes.
All right, so fluff those loops out. Oh, it looks like we did 3 on one side and 2 on the other, but that still looks pretty. Look at that.
Mary says, lazy day. Velka says she's at the beach.
At the beach?
Danae says nothing special. Callie worked. Becky's working.
All right, so you guys are like us, right?
Yep.
Okay. We'll dovetail these tails. I think that looks pretty using the leftovers. When we designed this was another kit. The bow was absolutely massive. So 10-yard spools, you do get a lot of ribbon out of them. And, you know, if you have only a couple of yards, don't throw it away. I know some designers think it's not enough to do anything with, but there's so many different possibilities. I mean, look at how pretty that looks just using leftovers. We're not done yet. Let's switch gears and do an everyday bow now. So this would work for fall, spring, summer, winter. This works for every season and holiday. This was a part of our bargain box program that we started September 1st, and we already used it, and we still have a lot of it left. So look at how much, 10 yards is a lot. So 50 yards, obviously, like the Sam's Clubs are preferred, but I know some people think 10 yards, you're not able to do a whole lot with, and you definitely can. So for this bow, what I'm thinking is we'll do a bunch of pieces and do something very informal. So here we have a longer tail, here we have a shorter tail, and we'll just place it all in the same direction. So with the funky bows, we opposite each piece that we add. For this technique, they're all going to be on the same side.
Ooh, Dolores says she made 3 wreaths, custom requests, Halloween wreaths.
Ooh, yeah. Share some pictures with us, you guys. Always make sure to tag both Bowdabra and Nick's Seasonal Decor just with the hashtag so we can go back and admire your work, because you guys are so incredibly talented that it infuriates me sometimes, right? I'm like, why didn't I think of that? So, all right. Here's another piece. That's 3.
Renee says she drove to Midland to give her daughter the wreaths she made.
Ooh, Midland, Texas. Okay, so we have those 3. Maybe what we'll do is let's just try something completely different, right? That's the fun of it. We're just going to cut a bunch of single pieces now. This is totally experimental. Sometimes it's pretty, and sometimes not so pretty. Okay, so we have those longer tails. Now we'll come back in with these.
Dolores says we are learning from the best.
Thank you, Dolores. Let's place them this way then. So I'm just going to take these leftover tails and work them right on top of it and see how it turns out. Okay, so I added the tails, and then I'm thinking, why don't we come back in with a single loop? So then we have a single loop on top. So bow making should be fun. yes, this is a business for me and, you know, for some of you guys as well, and a hobby for others. But my number one thing is you got to enjoy what you do, right? Whether it's as a living, whether it's as a hobby, you got to enjoy it. So sometimes experimenting like this and just figuring things out, sometimes it's produced my best work, right, Alex? You know, like the rose gold wreath and other wreaths where I just have fun and experiment can really turn out nice. And sometimes it's a total flop, but you never ever know until you try. So we're going to start by dovetailing these tails really, really quick.
Darlena says, never seen nothing that wasn't pretty that you have made, Nick.
Oh, thank you. I have. So dovetail. One more tail after this down below. Then we have a couple more up top.
We have our winner tonight.
Ooh, who's our lucky winner?
Our winner is, and congratulations to Brenda Harper from Arkadelphia, Arkansas.
Congratulations, Brenda. You just won yourself a free roll of ribbon. So let's all take a second and congratulate Brenda. All right, so dovetailing these shorter ones.
Congratulations, Brenda. So you can reach out to Bowdabra here on Facebook. You can send them a message directly, and they'll get you all set up and get your ribbon sent right out to you.
Yes, free ribbon. So as a reminder, you guys, I am live here on Bowdabra's Facebook channel each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we've been at this for a long time now, right? It feels like I remember the first time we did Bowdabra, and it's been a few years since then. Yeah. Time flies by, my friend. So we have a couple loops up top. We'll just separate those first. Fluff the other tails.
I like this one. This one's fun.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
So see how I say leave an excess? That is a little bit too much. So you can always trim it off later on if it's too long, but you're better off having it too long than too short, especially if you're just starting out, because you don't want your bow to fall apart, right? Definitely don't want that to happen. How's that one look?
I love it.
That's cool.
It's different.
It's very different. Just fluff it out, pull apart those loops. I like that. That looks cool. What do you guys think? Show some thumbs up if you think this turned out cool.
Dolores says, I really like this bow.
That's something different. And this isn't something that I ever thought of before. So it goes to show, throw things into your Bowdabra and you can make it work. You can use your Bowdabra for mesh. You could use it for swags. And if that's something you guys would like to see as well, let me know. And I'll practice with it and take you guys along with me. Because that's kind of what I do for my business, right? We do a little prep and a little practice. And then for the majority, it's kind of like this, where you just wing it. And I think that turned out really, really pretty for something different. So we created this bow, which might be my favorite of the night just because how different it is. We created our burgundy wreath, which I think works for many seasons and holidays. You could add some rustic patriotic stars, right? Or some rustic gingham along with this and have a patriotic wreath, a primitive patriotic wreath. You could also, add like a little sign if you wanted to. Here is our next bow using, again, leftovers. We finish up the roll on this. We have a very tiny, tiny little button loop, dead smack in the middle. We also created our funky bow as well. So let me know which of the 4 bows that we made tonight is. My favorite has got to be the new technique we just attempted tonight because it's just so different. So I want to thank Sandy, I want to thank Dory, and I want to thank Joe for being with us tonight and for having me as a guest designer. Congratulations to Brenda once again for winning a free roll of scrunchy ribbon. I am Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor. You're watching me on Bowdabra, and I am here I'm here all the time, so just pop in. I'm here each and every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can find your products, including your Bowdabra and your silver and gold wire, available at nicksseasonaldecor.com. So thank you guys again, and I will see you all next Monday. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.